Hello students, today we'll talk about a widely used form of verse, that is blank verse. As you have seen when we were studying poems written by Tennyson, Shakespeare, Matthew Arnold, we have noted down that these very poems are written in blank verse. So in this video we will try to understand what exactly blank verse is. Students, is so widely used in English poetry, as we have seen in the poems which we have studied, because it is considered to be closest to the natural rhythm of speech. And if we look at the very word blank, it is called blank because in this form of poetry no particular rhyme scheme is followed. Or in other words, we can say that this form of verse is unrhymed. That's why it is called blank. It is called empty. Empty means without any rhyme. A poetry without any rhyme. That is blank poetry or blank verse. But although it is unrhymed, yet it follows a specific rhythm. That's why it is verse. And how that rhythm is there? A rhythm is there because the lines in a poem which is written in blank verse, they follows a specific metrical pattern. As you have studied in your previous class that it is meter or it is metrical pattern only which differentiates the language of poetry from the language of prose. So blank verse also being a form of verse, being a form of poetry, follows a specific metrical pattern, and usually the metrical pattern which is followed in blank verse is iambic pentameter. Now the question arises, what this iambic pentameter is? Iambic is actually a unit of two syllables, or we can say a pair of syllables. And in this pair, one weak syllable is followed by strong syllable. Or in other words, we can say that one unstressed syllable is followed by a stressed syllable. And as you know that syllabus is a term which is used for a speech sound. So, to be more simple, I can say that when we pronounce a particular word and a weak or unstressed speech sound follows a stressed speech sound, that forms iamb, a special metrical pattern. And when this metrical pattern or when this unit of two syllables, a weak followed by a strong syllable, appears in a line of poetry in 5 units, there are 5 such groups. When there are such 5 iambs are there, then it is called pentameter. So that's how iambic pentameter lines are framed. And blank verse is generally written in iambic pentameter. And if we look at the wide use of blank verse, as I have made it very clear to you in the first slide that it is widely used in English poetry because it is closest to the natural rhythm of speech, and it was introduced into English poetry by Earl of Surrey in his translations of Book 2nd and Book 4th of Virgil's epic The Aeneid. And later on, this form of poetry became the standard meter for Elizabethan and later poetic drama. And even in 20th century also, a free form of blank verse is used in the verse plays by poets like T.S. Eliot. Students, a bulk of the finest verse of English by Marlowe, Shakespeare, Milton, Wordsworth and Tennyson has been written in blank verse. And to be more specific, John Milton used blank verse for his epic Paradise Lost. James Thomson used it for his descriptive poem The Seasons. William Wordsworth used this verse form for his autobiographical poem Prelude. So we can say Shakespeare, Milton, Wordsworth, Keats, and later on the poets like T.S. Eliot, they used this verse form for each and every mood or note of their poems. So we can say this verse form is just so widely used because it is considered to be very natural, and it has been in tune with the spontaneity of the contents which a poet wants to convey his contents. So in this way, this form of verse, which is although unrhymed but follows a specific metrical pattern, is used in English poetry. Thank you.